Alrighty, so welcome back, guys, to the Kings of the Queen City podcast. I know it's been a while. We were caught up in school and then planning for stuff. Liam has a job now, so we're pretty busy over the summer. We had a lot of stuff to do, and it was hard to find time for all of us to get together to, make some podcast episodes. But we're back now. I'm currently on winter break between semesters for senior year. Liam has the day off, so we figured it'd be a good day to shoot a podcast episode. Getting back into it, we're probably just going to primarily talk about the Bills and the NFL. If anything leads us into a tangent, then we'll take over from there and we'll just see where it takes us. But primarily today, it's just going to be pretty much Bills talk and NFL talk. We'll go over the playoff picture, talk about the Bills' recent performances, what's got to happen through the stretch to get into the playoffs and guarantee that spot. And we'll just go from there. So, for me, I've just pretty much noticed ever since the Bills lost to the Jaguars, they have played like shit.
Mm-hmm.
The only time I would say they haven't is honestly in the second half of the Bucs game, and then this past week. That's the only
same thing.
Yeah, that's the only two times I've seen them like kind of returning to form within their offense.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it was. I don't know what the problem was for those few weeks because we were playing. Granted, we played shit teams in the start of the season, but like we were still playing well, I think.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, we literally just couldn't even walk on the field against Jacksonville, and shit just went south from there.
And that's like that. I feel like that's always been the case when we play Jacksonville. Is like they just like can't play against Jacksonville.
Yeah, we saw it too when Jacksonville was still good and we had just made it into the playoffs too. Like that game, if I remember correctly, was also a shit show. And it came down to like the last play where we threw an interception trying to score to win.
Yep.
So yeah, no, I would agree. They kind of a stalemate team for us. But I'm gonna share my screen real quick because I have the playoff picture pulled up. So can you see the screen right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so currently this is the playoff picture right now. So the Chiefs are leading in the AFC.
Which is very unfortunate.
Yes, it is, because they were playing like horse crap as well at the start of the season, and they've figured it out, their defense especially. And then obviously we're in a tight race with the Patriots. This Week 16 matchup is a must-win no matter what.
Absolutely huge game.
Need to win this game. And then we can see the Titans are in third. Bengals are in fourth. This is just due to them being division leaders. And then currently occupying the wild card spots are us, the Chargers, and the Colts. So, if we win this matchup against the Patriots, we then go top of the division. They'll be in the wild card. And then, Miami also. I think right now the division.
7-7.
Right now the division, it's a 2-team race, I think, to win the division, but it's a 3-team race to qualify for the playoffs because
for sure.
I don't see even though Miami is hot as hell right now, I don't see them overlapping the Bills or the Patriots within the next 2 weeks to get into the top spot. However, if we beat the Patriots in Week 16, then there's 2 games left, and we'll be ahead of them just due to the fact that we beat them, I think. But
they also will have split the season.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'd have to look at the head-to-head, but I don't know because we haven't lost any teams in the division. I don't think they have either. So it'd be some other tiebreaker, I believe.
Yeah.
But just for understanding it, we'll be tied with them, and so the last 2 weeks, it'll be a 2-team race because even if Miami wins, they're still going to be a game behind. So
I just looked up the Miami schedule. They have their remaining 3 games are the Saints, the Titans, and the Patriots.
Okay. So, tough matchups. It could be done. They are on a streak right now. They are playing very well. Sure. So it could be done. And then we have the Falcons, Patriots, and someone else.
Is it the Dolphins again? No, we already played them.
No, we don't play them again.
I'll look on ESPN.
All right, but yeah, while you're looking at that, I guess we could talk more about the wild card. So I mean, all three of us that are occupying the wild card right now are all 8-6.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think at this point now the Chiefs have probably won the AFC West.
Probably.
I think the Chargers, if the Chargers would have won that game last week against the Chiefs, then I would say that would also be a 2-team race. But I think they've won it already now, considering they lost that game.
Yeah.
The AFC South is still a mix-up as well because
the Titans and Colts are
only one game behind the Titans.
Yeah.
And like you said, the Titans play Miami, and while both teams are good, Miami is hot right now, and they could possibly,
And the Titans have lost to the Jets and the Bengals.
Yeah.
So those are not. I mean, the Jets are dog water.
Yeah.
But the Bengals are a decent team.
Yeah.
Bills' last game is the Jets.
Okay. And so like that should be a win.
Yeah.
We're hopefully going to win against the Patriots, and I mean against the Falcons, that should also be a win.
Yeah, definitely.
Like in my mind, if we play like we've played the last game and a half, we should win out the season.
Mm-hmm.
So unless some bullshit happens again where our offense just forgets how to play football, then I think we should be all right. Because although our defense has had a couple shaky games, I think they've played pretty well throughout the season.
Yeah.
So
just the loss of Trey White is huge for us. Unfortunately.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. Thankfully, Levi and Tehran stepped up last game. They came up huge. They were playing hard lockdown football, so that's gonna help a lot. Matt Milano, he's been playing pretty well right now too. So, we'll just have to. The defense just got to keep doing what they're doing. The offense, though, they need to get it figured out fully before the playoffs. And
then, looks like Cole Beasley tested positive, so that might be Gabe Davis stepping up yet again, maybe.
Yeah, I saw that. It's unfortunate because Beasley's a huge first down conversion receiver for us. He's always able to get open on third down situations, or at least it seems like he's always able to. So yeah, that'll be a huge loss. I was reading an article the other day though, talking about how the Bills maybe need to start thinking about putting Gabe Davis in the wide receiver 2 spot anyway, to get him some reps, get him some more experience, because he played very well last season. I don't think anybody expected him to play as well as he did.
Not at all.
And then, I mean, I wasn't disappointed with the addition of Emmanuel Sanders because, I mean, he's a good veteran receiver. He's still got game. Yeah. But I kind of questioned it because I was like, well, you've given him all this playing time. You've seen him develop already for an entire season because you played with him. You threw him the ball. He made plays. And now you're just going to move him down one on the depth chart. I don't know. It didn't really make too much sense to me, but I wasn't completely disappointed with it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I saw that. I guess continuing on with that, players out. The Patriots, I was talking with a guy at the gym this morning. The Patriots are going to be without Kendrick Bourne, I believe. And I also think Nelson Aguilar and N'Keal Harry are questionable for the game with concussion and some other injury. So if all 3 of those players are not cleared, then their starting receivers are going to be Jacoby Myers and Gunnar Olszewski, who, I mean, they can play. They're in the NFL for a reason, but they're definitely not their go-to options.
Not starting for.
And then they're also missing a running back with Brandon Bolden, but they also have Ramondre Stevenson and Damian Harris, who've been playing pretty well this year.
Damian Harris has been playing very well.
Yeah. So, I mean, both teams are missing key players, but I think the Patriots right now, per their injury report, have a lot more questionable players that might not end up getting cleared in time to play. And if that's the case, if half of their receiving core does end up having to sit out for the game, then I think, honestly, I think it'll give us a big advantage, but not a big enough one to where we're guaranteed to win the game. Because even though the conditions were shitty, the Patriots just ran the ball down our throat last game. And
who's to say that they just can't do that again?
Exactly. Just because there's less wind up in New England doesn't mean that they're not just going to do the same thing and beat us the same way.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for the Bills, I think run defense has to be the number one priority. I think even though we're missing Trey now, I think we still have a good enough pass defense with Tehran and Levi.
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. We need to focus on, maintaining that defensive front and keeping a guy in the backfield and not letting him burst out for 20-yard gains and shit like that.
Right. And like you look at some of the past few games, well, okay, over the season, big runs, Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor, and Charlie Harris, right?
Mm-hmm.
And those were just like one big play, and then they basically contained them the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Which is frustrating. But I mean, that's how they want to play their defense.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, it shows too. If we're able to not give up those big plays, for the most part, we contain them to less than 10-yard runs, which still hurt you all game. But I think Jonathan Taylor finished that game with what, like 150, 170 rushing yards or something like that.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have that big gain, he is only around 100 rushing yards, which is still not something you want to see. But that resulted in a touchdown. So that's one less touchdown scored. And then that's one possession closer you are to either tying or winning the game.
Right. And that big play against the Pats, that's a win for us if he doesn't make that touchdown.
Exactly. So yeah, I think the main focus is going to be, try and prevent the big plays from the Patriots. Well, also, if Beasley's out now, I'm assuming that Gabe Davis is going to start alongside Diggs and Sanders.
Right.
So I would assume they'll probably rotate Diggs and like McKenzie in the slot, maybe.
I could see it.
I don't know how much Sanders plays in the slot. I haven't really watched him too much this season.
Yeah.
I mean, but Davis is definitely not a slot player, I don't think. So we'll have him on the outside. So, I mean, should be a good game. I'm assuming weather conditions will be more in favor for both teams.
I'll look at Foxborough right now and see what's up.
All right. Is that that's a night game, right? Sunday night? Is it just a 1 o'clock? I think it might actually just be a 1 o'clock game.
Okay, let's see. Sunday, 40% chance of rain, low 30s.
Low 30s.
Yeah, Pats is at 1 o'clock.
Okay, it's just a 1 o'clock game. So, I mean, nobody wants to play in rain, but it should be better than 50-mile-an-hour gusts.
Yeah, really. Watch. I assume you saw the video in pregame where he tried to kick a 34-yard field goal and it didn't even make it to the uprights. Zach, you're frozen. Hello? Oh, hello.
Oh, okay. Sweet. I thought I was going to fuck everything up, but it didn't. All right. Apologies for the technical difficulties. My Zoom crashed, but we're back now.
What's the last thing you heard?
You were talking about the weather in Foxborough.
Okay. Yeah. So, I assume you saw the video of them pregame where they tried to kick a 34-yard field goal and it just didn't even make it to the uprights.
Yeah, it hooked way off to the right, and it was okay.
Yeah. So hopefully, I mean, even a little rain is probably more favorable than 80-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah, I think. I mean, even if the wind that day was 20 miles an hour less, 30 miles per hour winds, it's still pretty fast, but I feel like it makes a huge difference in whether they could have been able to kick the ball that day or not.
Yeah.
So
I think it was still very cool to see Josh Allen throw because he could still make those throws.
Yeah, he has like a hard enough arm where he can just. It doesn't matter what the wind is if he can throw a tight enough spiral to just go straight through the wind gust. So
yeah.
So I mean, if you do have anything else on the Bills, otherwise we can just go into the league.
Not for now.
All right. So I would say, I mean, in addition to teams trying to make the wild card, the AFC North is nuts right now. They have the Bengals.
3 teams.
The Bengals are in first at 8-6. The Ravens are also 8-6. The only reason they're not in there is because the Bengals beat them.
Yep.
The Steelers are 7-6-1, so they're only like, what would that make them? A game and a half behind?
Yeah, I guess so.
With the tie. And then
or is that is that a tie, a half a game, or a full game?
Like, I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Either way, they're at least a game behind.
Yeah, probably.
And then the Browns, who at this point, I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs unless the Bengals and Ravens lose out. Probably. What's the Browns schedule for the rest of the year? I know they're playing the Packers this week, but if they wanted to make the playoffs, they had to win their game this week against the Raiders. And yeah, it sucks. Half their starting roster was out with COVID, but they still almost won. They lost.
They have the Packers this week, then the Steelers, and then the Bengals.
Okay, so I mean, if the Browns won out, they could theoretically probably make a wild card spot.
Yeah,
it would take a lot for them to win out and a lot of other stuff to go on for them to make it into first. I mean, it's not impossible because every team is within a win of each other right now.
Yeah, that's basically a toss-up.
But it's unfortunate because it seems like that whole division plays 2 of its other interdivision teams for the last at least 1 or 2 or 3 games. So
yeah.
I can only see the Browns making the wild card, but that division has been good all year. Every team has been close to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be kind of exciting to see exactly how that one ends up, especially now.
Yeah.
The extra 2 teams now. So
yeah, that's got to be the best division in the league then.
Yeah, I think so. At the start of the season, I thought the AFC West was the best one, but now the Chargers have kind of pulled away a little bit, and the Chiefs have pulled away a little bit, and the Chargers and the Raiders are still kind of competing for that wild card spot.
And the Broncos are just kind of like there.
Yeah, they're at the bottom of the wild card contention.
Well, they're 7-7. That's still not bad.
No, it's not the worst. So I mean, that division, I'd say probably second most exciting. Mm-hmm. But no, I would totally agree that the AFC North right now is the division to watch if you're just a general football fan, because every team is within a win of each other, and that division, honestly, I don't know if it's possible, but I think any team could still win the division.
Yeah.
So,
can we talk about real quick how the Giants are 4-10 and still in the hunt?
Yeah. I absolutely hate the NFC East. I hate people that are fans of teams in the NFC East, and I just hate the division as a whole, because anybody who is a fan of an NFC East team, unless they absolutely know that their team is terrible, they think that they're the greatest just because their team was able to win the division on a record of like 6-10.
Yeah. Hey, look, we made it to the playoffs. Okay, you had a losing record. Big deal.
Yeah, like, okay, props to Cowboys fans, because I think everybody in the league shits on them, but they're actually playing well this year. But, like, imagine if the Cowboys were fucking, I don't know, 7-8 right now.
Right.
That's possible. So imagine they were 7-8. Every team in this division would have a losing record except for the Eagles. And you're telling me that any of those 4 teams deserve to make it into the playoffs with a losing record? I have said this for, I think, probably about 4 years now, and that's just because my dad said it to me, and I completely agree with him. If you win the division, but your team is horrible, like say you win the division at like 6-10, or it would have been 6-9 then, or whatever.
Yeah.
You don't deserve to make the playoffs if there are other teams that didn't win their division that had a winning record.
Right. Losing
Like,
records don't make playoffs, baby.
I kind of think it's a bullshit rule that just because you win your division, you get to automatically qualify for the playoffs, because there are so many other teams that are better than you sometimes.
Right.
And it's kind of like a free pass. Like, yeah, I played like shit, but my whole division played like shit. So yeah.
That we're
It's
just
gonna
a
hand
little
you
less
down.
shit, so we get to make it.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, no, that's some absolute bullshit. Their whole division's in the hunt still, simply because the NFC is a shit show this year.
Mm-hmm. And for many of the past years.
Yeah, like when's the last time you saw the Saints at 7-7? Like they've been pretty good for the last few years. I mean, Falcons, they've been shit ever since their Super Bowl collapse.
Yeah.
Panthers,
Their collapse started in that Super Bowl and has not stopped since.
no, it hasn't. The Panthers, their collapse started after they lost their Super Bowl against the Broncos. I don't know. I think, did they have one good year after that? I think maybe.
Yeah, I mean, Cam Newton had what, 3 years there?
I think so. Yeah, he went. He played like he was the MVP that year, wasn't he? That he went to the Super Bowl.
I think so.
He was the regular season MVP. But either way, after that, they played so well all season, and then they got absolutely crushed by the Broncos. And I don't remember them ever recovering since. And then Seahawks, I don't know what the hell went on with the Seahawks. I think Russell Wilson got injured. I think that was the biggest problem.
Yeah, and then he wasn't the same person.
No, they just, I don't know. They can't play football right now either. So, yeah.
Yeah, Russell Wilson. I really like Russell Wilson as a quarterback, but he has not been the same.
I agree.
I hopefully it's not like a career thing where he just like can't get back. Hopefully it's just this season he'll get right in the off season.
Yeah, I hope so too, because I'm the same way. I really like him. It just seems like every year, if it's not an injury, it's just something where he just all of a sudden just stops playing the way he was playing originally.
Yeah.
We even saw it last year. In my opinion, he was the MVP through like 7 weeks last season. Yeah. And then all of a sudden he just started throwing picks. And then it was down to Mahomes, Allen, and Rodgers. So
I thought the same thing about Josh Allen this year through the first few games, because he was, I mean, pretty good in those first, 5 maybe?
Yeah, 4 or 5 weeks, I'd say.
And then he just like started throwing picks. And I mean, like he still has a high touchdown to pick ratio, but he's thrown way more picks in the last like 4 or 5 games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just, I think if you watch the replays too, he's trying to force too much. It's like, if you just, he has to go back to the fundamentals. Like that's what got him to play so well last year, is he worked on his throwing mechanics and his motions in the offseason. And you saw what happened. He started throwing the ball extremely better. Or is that even right grammar? I don't care. Much better. He started throwing the ball way better than he was in the first 3 years. So now I think his mechanics are still there. I don't think he's forgotten those. Once you learn like a more efficient way to throw and a better way to throw, you're not going to forget that. But so many times I've heard the announcers say, you've got to take what the defense gives you. And now that the league knows that his deep ball accuracy has improved, albeit it still needs work, it still needs to get better, but they know it's improved. Now defenses are going to drop off a little bit more. And when you've got people like Sanders and Beasley who are, good route runners, they can cut real quick. If they're going to be taking if they're going to be taking away the mid and deep routes and giving you the underneath stuff, if it's first or second down, why are you not taking the free 5-7 yards?
Yeah.
And I think that could help us advance the ball down the field way more than it has been so far, because our running game still needs work. I don't know. I hear a lot of people hate on Singletary. I still like him. Yeah, maybe he doesn't hit the hole he's supposed to too much, but he's always getting positive yards. Like
I agree.
He'll get touched in the backfield like 4 yards back, and he'll still make it to the line of scrimmage and get a yard or two. Like, I'm fine with that if that's the circumstance. So
we have 3 good running backs, but they're not great.
Yeah.
None of those are great. I don't know if
I
they
agree.
have the potential to be great. I don't know if it's our own line that's just not blocking well.
Yeah.
But they all have good qualities, and they all play hard, and they all are for the most part positive yardage. But you look at Jonathan Taylor, you see him just breaking out runs 30 yards
Yeah.
feels like every other play. And then I mean, yeah, he's a great running back, and we just don't have that.
Yeah. Agreed. So we'll see how the Bills improve on that stuff in the next 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully they figure it out quick enough to solidify their game plan and guarantee we make the playoffs. I didn't even realize this tab here. So there's tiebreakers that they have listed here. Is my screen still sharing with you?
Yeah.
All right. So, oh man, I don't give a shit about this. I thought it was gonna show me.
No, wait, hang on.
Oh, whoops, hold up.
That's right.
I clicked away already.
Oh, shit.
It's finna go back in a sec. Hold up.
To break a tie within a division, we need this.
Yes, we do need that. Let me bring it back. If I was sitting 10 feet to my right, the Wi-Fi would be so much better because I'd be right underneath it, but I'm not. So
okay, so to break a tie within a division, 2 clubs head to head, best won-loss tied percentage in games between the clubs. Okay, so if we split with New England, then it would go to within the division. If we've won all of those, if both teams have won all 4 of the games in the division in common games, so against teams that we've both played.
Okay, so that would be other division teams, right? And then
I think so.
all of us have played the Saints, the Falcons, the Panthers, and the Bucks.
Right.
And we both lost to the Bucks.
We beat the Saints.
Both of us?
I'll look. Okay, let's see. Okay, Patriots beat the Panthers.
They beat the Falcons.
They beat the Falcons. Where is that?
It was early in the season, I think.
I don't see it. Okay, so they lost to the Saints and they lost to the Bucks.
Oh, have they not played the Falcons yet either?
I don't know. I can't find it. Oh no. Yeah, they played them in November. They beat them 25-0.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so they beat the Panthers and they beat the Falcons. So as long as we win against the Falcons, we also won against the Saints on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So then we should be ahead of them.
We'd be ahead of them on that tiebreaker because we would have beaten 3 of the AFC or the NFC South, and they would have beaten 2.
But do we play 2 divisions or only 1?
Just 1, and then the rest of the team. We play our division twice. We play another division once, and then there's other teams just scattered in. I don't remember who the random teams are.
Jags. Oh wait, are you sure?
Oh wait, no, you're right. We do play another division. It's within the
Colts, Jags, and
so we play our division and then the NFC and AFC South.
Yeah.
And we beat the Texans, and we beat. Oh shit, that is it. Who else is in the division? Jags, Colts, and
Titans.
Oh yeah, we lost to those 3.
So we'd be. So what? We'd be 3-1, and then 4-4.
Yeah.
Is that track?
Hold on. Okay, just don't type. That's fine. Okay, here we go. I pulled up their schedule with the records.
Okay.
So I got the Bills, you got the Patriots on hand, right?
Yep.
All right. So yeah, so we lost to the Titans. we lost to Jacksonville, and we lost to the Colts.
And we lost to Tampa Bay. So that's 4. So it'd be 4-4.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for out of division teams. Yeah.
Right. So then Saints, Bucks, that's 2. They beat the Titans. They lost the Colts, that's 3. So it depends on what happens when they play the Jaguars.
When does New England play the Jaguars?
January 2nd.
Is that the last game of the season?
Second to last.
Second to last. Who's New England's remaining games, did you say again? It's us, Jags, and who?
The Dolphins.
Okay. Well, we've won every game in the division except for New England.
Yeah. So if we beat them this time, then we'll be at a tie.
Yeah.
Well, unless they lose to the Dolphins.
I was gonna say if they also lose to the Dolphins, then we'll definitely be ahead of them.
Unless we miraculously lose to the Jets on the last game.
Yeah.
Which is possible.
So as long as if New England, let's say, loses to the Dolphins, but they win out, and we just is there any way where we could also lose a game and still be ahead? No, we'd have to win. All right, so let's say we beat New England, right? Then there's 2 games left.
Right.
So we would have to then, if we beat New England and then win out, and then they win out after their loss, then we'd still be ahead of them because then we would have.
No, I think we'd be tied then.
No, you're right. We would be tied. So yeah, we kind of need them to lose 2 out of the last 3 games, us being one of the losses.
Right. And then we would need to win all 3.
Yeah. Which is doable. I think.
Definitely doable.
I think our schedule after New England is more winnable than New England's is.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they're facing the Jaguars. I mean, I said we should beat the Jaguars, but then we didn't for whatever reason. But I'm going to say it again. The Patriots should beat the Jaguars. And they could lose to Miami now that Miami's hot.
Mm-hmm.
The Falcons are not hot right now, so I don't see why we would lose to them. And the Jets have just been hot ass all season. So we shouldn't lose to them either. So I think it's more likely for us to lose or for us to win than it is for New England to win against the Dolphins. Like I think they're gonna.
I think we have a better chance at the division.
Exactly. So, but it all starts tonight. If we lose tonight, we're not winning the division. Or not tonight, friggin' this week. So, So that's how that goes. But yeah, look at this shit. Tickets as low as $153, and then you want to go to the Atlanta or Jets game. I actually considered going to this game, and then I was like, nah.
I went to the one against New England in Buffalo.
I know you did. I saw it.
The shit was cold.
Yeah, I bet.
We were freezing our asses off. All right.
Let me get this shit out of here.
How about the NBA though? Just quick.
NBA? Yeah, we can go touch on the NBA real quick. My team, Philadelphia 76ers, fucking suck this season. We're in playoff contention right now, but golly.
Not great.
Yeah, fucking, I've been saying it since the summer. Get Ben Simmons' ass out of here. He doesn't want to be here. He still can't shoot a basketball from outside 3 feet away. When he's inside 3 feet, he doesn't want to make a layup. So get his ass the fuck out of Philly.
Oh, yeah. Well, in the West, we got the Warriors and the Suns.
Yeah, LeBron dropped like 34, and they still got run over. Yeah, right here.
Early season, that's my Western Conference Finals.
Suns and Lakers or Suns and Warriors?
Suns and Warriors.
I could see it.
The
Warriors don't even back healthy. I think Clay is supposed to be returning in January.
Yeah. And I think they're waiting on Wiseman still. But
Is he injured as well?
yeah.
Oh, okay. We'll go to the West first because we're talking about the West. Yeah. Who's your surprise team right now that's not doing very well, and who is doing very well?
Surprise? I would say Dallas.
Dallas, all right.
The Mavs. I feel like with Luka and they still have Porzingis, right?
I think so. Yeah, hold on. Did they like edit the playoffs in the NBA? Why is there a line here? It should be here, right? It's only 8 teams that make it now.
Are they still doing the play-in?
Okay, I don't know what the fuck that means. Whatever. I'm pretty sure it's still 8 teams that make it. Not 10.
I think the 7 and 8 and the 9 and 10 play, and then
oh, you're right. There's that playoff like thing. I know what you're talking about. Okay.
that becomes, and then if whoever wins becomes the 7 and 8 seed.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. For me, I'd say I'm surprised the Trailblazers are still playing like shit. I thought they still need something. I think Damian Lillard still needs another piece. Is McCollum still on the Trailblazers?
I think so.
It's literally them two. I'm pretty sure they traded for Hassan Whiteside like a couple years ago, who is good. He's a good center. That clearly hasn't worked out enough. He hasn't helped enough. They still have Yusuf Nurkic, right? He's not a bad center, I think, if they still have him. I don't know. I don't follow the Trailblazers. They're not my team.
Yeah, me either.
But I'd say my surprise would be the Grizzlies. I mean, John Morant's nice with it, but I didn't expect him to be able to, carry a team as well as he can. And he was
out for a little bit, so
yeah. So I mean, it's not even just him; it's the rest of the team stepping up too in his absence. So I mean,
who's on the Jazz now?
The Jazz, they still got Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. I feel the same way about him that I feel about JJ Watt. I feel like he's a great defender, but he gets too much praise, and he has won too many DPOYs. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really see it.
Karl Anthony Towns said something the other day. It was either him or one of his teammates. They were like, if you're going to be defensive player of the year, you should be guarding the best player on the other team in the center position. And Rudy Gobert's like guarding some scrub power forward half the time, where Cat is always guarding the other center.
Yeah.
So I completely agree with that statement. I feel like
I think he's overrated.
He's a great shot blocker, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I feel like he is overrated in his position. I don't think he deserves to win it year in, year out.
Right.
Oh, Patrick Beverly said it. That's who said it.
that tracks.
I mean,
Pat Beverly's a punk.
He is a punk, but he is a good defender. So I think he's in the right place to say that.
All right.
Moving on to the East. Yeah, right there. 76ers sitting in 6th. I don't know how we have more wins than losses right now. I feel like every time I see the score update pop up on my phone, it says 76ers lost by 10. I don't know what the fuck happened. So we just beat the Celtics last night. So that's nice. That's my surprise on who's not playing very well right now is the Celtics.
Yeah. I feel like they have a lot of pieces and they're just like not playing to their potential.
Yeah, I agree.
Honestly, what's surprising to me is how bad the Pistons still are. They picked up two, like they got Cade Cunningham, right?
Yeah, they drafted
him. They picked up Luka Garza in the draft, who are were both like praised in college.
Yep.
And now they're just like
5 wins.
Yeah, it just doesn't I guess that just goes to show you how different the the NBA is from college.
For real.
I thought they would be doing better.
Let's go look at this shit roster. I can't even name somebody notable on their team. I'm not gonna lie.
That's probably because there is no one.
They don't have Drummond anymore. I don't know why they got rid of. I think he actually wanted out, so that
he probably did.
Yeah, I don't know who would want to play in Detroit. If the roster decides to load,
Slide a little closer to the internet.
Yeah. Yeah, Cade Cunningham, Luka Garza. Jeremy Grant's all right. He's not the worst. Yeah, a bunch of washed up fucking nobodies.
Magruder.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kelly Olynyk, who is nasty. 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Friggin', that's it. It's literally Jeremy Grant, Garza, and Cunningham.
Yeah.
Jeez,
It still doesn't make sense how they can have those 3 players and just like only win 5 games.
for real. Like, look at this shit. Cade Cunningham is on he's on the 3rd highest contract as a rookie. That shows you how shit their team is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
How much money do you think they have?
Clearly not much, because their highest paid player is making 20 mil. Jesus. They are hot ass. One team that is surprising though is the Bulls. I know they picked up some good pieces, but wow, have they figured it out in a hurry?
Who's Caruso? The Caruso?
Yeah, the Caruso. I don't know why I'm still on the Pistons. I said
Lonzo. But Mirotic? Is that Mirotic?
Oh, yeah, the guy from the Magic. I know who you're talking about.
He's on the Magic? Oh shit!
He was on the Magic. He got traded to the Bulls. Vucevic, okay. I think you're thinking of.
Oh, that might be with him.
I think you're thinking of him. Yeah, the Bulls 19-10. I mean, a lot of teams have 19 wins right now, but
yeah,
they're rolling right now. I think they were in a bit of a slump too. I think they were like tied for first, and then they lost a few games, but now they're back on a win streak. So yeah, you can see they lost 3, so they were 5-3 at one point. Now they won the last 2. So
yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, where's Charlotte? 8?
Charlotte, yeah, they're done in 8th.
That's honestly not bad.
It's not bad for them. I mean, LaMelo kind of carries them. LaMelo and who's the Bridges brother that's on their team? Because there's McHale, who's on the Suns. Miles. Yeah, Miles is nasty too.
Yeah,
he's so sick. But I mean, 2 players cannot carry a team.
Correct.
But yeah, no, I don't know. As an Eastern Conference fan, I don't dislike the Bulls or the Hornets, no matter how good or bad they're doing. They're just kind of teams that like they've sucked for so long, and now they have good players that are obviously going to last in the league for a while. Like, you just want to see them do well.
Yeah.
And
what team is Aaron Gordon on now?
Aaron Gordon, either
Nuggets?
Either the Pacers or the Nuggets, I think.
We just checked the Pacers. He's not on the Pacers. Oh, actually, no, he didn't. We checked the Pistons.
Let's find
I feel like he's got to be on it. I feel like he's got to be on the Nuggets.
I think it is the Nuggets. Yeah. Yeah, he's on.
What a bad choice of hair.
The first one or the third one?
The third one.
Yeah, I don't like the cornrows. That ain't it, Chief. He switched his number too. I don't remember him being number 50. I know he wasn't at Orlando, but I don't remember him changing it to 50 when he got to Denver.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, he's still there though. Still kicking it with the Nuggets.
Interesting. I guess that's all I got for NBA.
Yeah, me too. I didn't really do too much research on soccer either, so I can't really talk about that right now.
Well, I mean, Premier League, yeah. The MLS Cup has happened.
It did happen. I didn't even realize that the final was when it was, and then I just started getting all these updates like, oh, who was it? NYCFC won the title, and I was like, what? What?
Shootout.
Yeah, penalty shootout. Good circumstances for the fans though, and viewership. Right down to the last possible time.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much all I have. I haven't followed the NHL enough either. I just know the Sabres still suck.
Yeah, I feel like that's inevitable.
It's okay though, because after last year and the shit show that went on with that entire organization, I think almost all Sabres fans have zero expectations for them. So they don't have to perform for anybody. So the amount of wins they get, we're like, all right, let's make it that plus 10 for next season.
Oh, yeah.
So
Get somewhere. Yeah, I don't think I got any other sports stuff.
me neither.
I'm all out of. What can I think of?
I mean, if all else, we'll have more to talk about next week because all the games will happen then. So
True.
cap some shit.
And we'll be closer to playoffs.
True.
Oh,
and then we can discuss Christmas too.
Speaking of playoffs, the fucking fantasy football playoffs.
Oh,
I got shafted.
you got shafted.
Yeah.
How so?
Well, okay, so Tyler Lockett.
Have they started yet?
Yeah, at least for in my league they did.
Oh, maybe they did in my league. I'll have to check.
But so Tyler Lockett got put on the COVID reserve list. And so I was like checking for updates because I wanted to see if he would be playing. And then they're like, oh, it's moved to Tuesday, so there's a chance. And then I checked on Sunday morning, and they were like, still don't know yet. And I was like, I have to change it. So I threw in Myles Gaskin, and he put up like 6 points. And then I looked, and I realized Travis Kelce had 41, like against me. And I was like, well, fuck. I've lost already.
I was actually the same way. So yeah, playoffs did start for me too. I won in the first round in my one league, and then my other league I got absolutely destroyed for the same reason that you just said you got destroyed. I played this kid. Hold on, let me figure out how to go back a week. Oh, here we go. Yeah. He had Justin Herbert, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and Marquise Brown all starting, and they threw up 23, 33, 14, and 41 respectively.
Holy.
So my highest scoring player was Jonathan Taylor with 23. I accidentally left Keenan Allen on the bench, who put up 20. I left Tyler Boyd on the bench, who hasn't done shit all year, and he put up 21. And I left Dallas Goedert on the bench thinking Dawson Knox would have a big game. And Goddard put up 21 and Knox put up 8.
Yeah.
So I'm currently down 50 points, and my opponent is projected 260 to my 200. So
yeah,
I'm gonna need a fat week from my guys this week.
I am currently down 35 points. So not too bad.
I wonder if I could share this. Hold up. Maybe I could pull this up. ESPN Fantasy. I don't really remember my login, though, to be honest.
Can this update to like this week, please?
Yeah, I know. It's 0 people to play. Why have you not updated yet? Oh, I remembered the login. I don't know if it's the right account. Every time I log into ESPN2, it always gives me an email and it says notification from Disney because they're the same company.
Yeah.
Kind of pisses me off. Oh, it is the right one. All right, bet. Here we go. Share screen.
I had a dream that the guy I'm playing against wanted the entirety of my team for Travis Kelce.
Looks like it would have been worth it.
Apparently.
All right, so yeah, here's my matchup right now. So I just won this. I'm moving on to this game. Won this game I was losing this before the second round of games on Monday and Tuesday, and my boys pulled it out. So this is my team right now. This is what I'm looking at. Fucking Lockett, dude. Oh my god, he's been such a bust this season.
Dude, he is one of the most streaky players I think I've ever seen.
Yes. So yeah, I just threw in Mike Williams now because Kendrick Bourne's also out. So this is honestly the lineup I'm rolling with. I mean, if anything, the only smart move I could see myself making is putting in Matt Ryan for Patrick Mahomes. But Detroit locked down Kyler Murray, so like it's not that smart anymore.
Yeah.
And then for my other league, how do you switch leagues? I don't know how to switch leagues. Wait, pending moves. Oh, that's right. I'm picking up Hunter Henry off waivers. That's supposed to go through tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
league in the upper left, maybe.
Upper left. Oh, right here.
Yeah. Oh, maybe not.
Oh, there was a thing over here. Yeah, here we go. There we go. I get to expose myself for my team names. I'm gonna have to use different ones next year.
So what were both of your records?
So my record in the league I just showed you is 7-7.
Okay.
And my record in this league is 6-8.
Okay.
But in this league, I'm second in the division. And in the league I just showed you, it's just all one division, and I'm tied for fourth with 3 other teams.
Damn.
So yeah.
I am fucking 10-4. 2 games ahead of every other person in both divisions.
Damn.
And I might lose in the first round.
Damn. That's tough.
I know.
Yeah, I'm getting shit on in this division. So yeah, as you can see here, now I don't have to speak it to you. Now you can just see the scores. Or wait, I have to go back, right? Yeah, hold up. Oh wait, how do I see the matchup? I don't want to just show you my scores. I want to show you the matchup. Fuck, I don't know if I can do that. I'll just go to his thing. So yeah, here you can see the points I put up. Fuck, I'm so mad at myself for this one. I forgot to put him in. I didn't like intentionally leave him out. I forgot to switch him out for fucking Claypool.
Yeah. Dude, Claypool is projected points and then it's just duty.
Yeah. Because he makes like if he ever has a big game, he has like 3 catches for like 90 yards because he's just a deep threat. And then hold on, let me go to his team. Yeah, I absolutely got shit on this week though. I'm so pissed off with how well his players did. Because he started Mahomes and Kelsey or not Mahomes, Hill and Kelsey, and at least one of them is always going to put up good numbers.
Oh yeah.
And because that game because that game was a shootout and ended up going into overtime, both of them played well and got big points.
You can't cover both of them for a whole game and not let them score.
Seriously. Oh, here we go.
Oh, there you go.
All right. How do I go? Oh, this is the preview for next week. Yeah, advantage. Yeah, you think? You fucking think? Oh, wait, they're both out though. I totally forgot they're both out next week. Oh shit.
That could be huge.
Oh shit. All right, let me go back to show you this shit show of fucking spread.
Wait, why are they both out?
COVID.
Oh shit.
They have a shit ton of people out. Even Harrison Butker's out. All right, here you go. Now you can see the spread.
All right, let's see. Yeah.
Should have fucking picked up Tyler Huntley.
When you have 3 people that have in the 7s, or like you have 5 that are less than 10.
Yeah, less than 10. That hurts.
Yeah. I know that feeling. How many
like this right here? This game was an absolute shit show. I have someone like Alvin Kamara putting up 5 points.
Like, that's wild.
Was that your doorbell or something?
No, it's a fucking drill. Someone's just doing some construction, I guess. Yeah, I have Joe Mixon 7, Mike Evans 2, Gaskin, 5. Just like I have like 5 people less than 10 points as well. So just it's like pain. Sony Michel would have been better for me if I put him in.
Yeah, for real. All right. Well, that's all I have to talk about. So
Yeah, me too.
So I guess next week then we'll check in on how Christmas went and how the games went, the round of games. Do you know when you'll be
Thursday.
off next week or
What's
I mean if
next?
not we can just do it after you get home or something.
Yeah, we could do. I have Friday off, I think. But if not, we could just do it like after 5 on like Monday or Tuesday.
All right. Yeah, we can figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. It's not really important right now.
Yeah. All right, you want to do the outro?
What's the outro?
Whatever the hell you want it to be.
Thanks for joining us for another episode, and we will see you sometime in the future.
Yes, sir.